Guys, welcome back to this new video, and today we are back into a Roblox Greenville vehicle review, and we're still under the 5K mark currently. Today we're gonna be doing SUVs. We're gonna see which SUV under the price tag of 5K is worth a buy. The first one is gonna be the Sumo Woodlands. Now, I believe this is a Subaru, pretty sure. Yeah, it's a Subaru. And the horsepower on it is over 165. Miles per hour 128, 23 miles per gallon, which is fine. It's pretty not too heavy actually. And there's different versions here. We're gonna see which one, if there's a better version, but that falls under the price of 5K, which yeah, it seems pretty. What a shame. So we're gonna be using the manual, I guess. Yeah, the manual one. Since it's slightly more expensive than the normal one. So yeah, we're gonna be using you. Oh, and I already own this thing. Okay, perfect. So like last video, guys. Yeah, we had the same thing happen. So, alright, so the Sumo Woodlands. Oh, yes, I don't like every vehicle in the game, guys. Cheap vehicles, at least. Alright, let's drag this. Ooh, speedy for sure. Way more faster than the hatchbacks. I mean, this thing's got power. Even the base version is pretty good. Feels speedy. It's a really light SUV. Like, really on the lighter side, I feel like. Excellent turning. It struggles to reach maximum speed though. Yeah, honestly I like it. I mean, I would actually buy this. Okay, 176, is that the max? Ooh, went off-road here. Okay, it's a bit slippery, but that was me badly driving. Yeah, she's pretty good. Yeah, she's pretty good. I like her. Looks decent, so it doesn't look too bad. The modeling on this car wasn't that badly made. All-wheel drive. There's even the all-wheel drive there, so yeah, the car model isn't bad compared to other ones we have seen previously. 200 kilometers per hour on the max speed, which is fine. Yeah, this vehicle is honestly a must buy. If you want to grind and you don't have much money, this could definitely be used for that. Because yeah, it just speeds up quick, you know. Yeah, for the SUV, we're gonna see some way better vehicles than the sedans at a cheaper price, or the hatchbacks, I feel like, in this category. So this was definitely a W. Not like you should buy this. It's good for roleplay, um, and for grinding it. Okay, now we're gonna see what this vehicle has to offer. So this is a Ford. I don't know which model. Maybe Explorer. Not too sure. The older Explorers 1996 edition. Horsepower is 220 horsepower. If you get the V6, it's going to be way 30 less horsepower, but if you go V8, slightly higher in the max speed and the horsepower. 14 miles per gallon, so we're already beating the uh, the uh, the Subaru here with this vehicle. Less miles per gallon, um, faster and more powerful. So, but the difference is that this one is rear wheel drive. So this is the only other thing. But let's see what this vehicle has to offer. So of course it's heavier. Oh, there's the train passing. But oh god, we're just gonna ignore that. On the looks scale, I do prefer the other car. Yeah, okay, this is more speedy. So better acceleration, but not better max speed. Oh wow, the turning on this thing is horrible. And it has a low max speed. Honestly, I don't know if I prefer this one, guys. Stat wise, it looks better, but I mean, miles per gallon wise, you're definitely gaining. We went from 23 to 14, so that's pretty good. Ooh, yeah, the brakes are really bad on this vehicle. Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is a good roleplay vehicle, I guess. And if you want a V8 in your car when you're at when you have 2K in cash, I guess you could go for this, but honestly, I don't know, man. I don't think this is a great vehicle. And it doesn't even look that great, that good, you know. So yeah, this drives horribly. This drives really badly. At faster speeds. It's not very agile, but it's an SUV, so you can't really expect that, but the brakes are really bad too. So yeah. I'm gonna say that this is like a vehicle that you can role play with, but I would not use this to grind or anything. And I don't really see the max speed and that V8 really make a difference here. Yeah, this vehicle is just like bad. Next vehicle we're gonna be trying out. I hope it's a better car than this because that was real bad. The Subaru for now is the leader. We're gonna try another Ford. Oh, this I think this is the Ford Escape, the older Ford Escape. So you got the XLT Sport, you got the 4.5 version. We're gonna get the 4. So this is probably like a luxury version. And I already own you somehow. Oh my god, this is crazy, guys. Falcon departure. So we're testing a lot of Fords here. So let's get Falcon departure XLT. All right. Okay. So it actually handles way better than the Scavenger. Acceleration wise, it's not too bad. And the Subaru is still in the lead, in my opinion. It looks actually better though than the other Ford. I'll give it that. Does it look better than the Subaru? I don't know. Ooh, nice turning. All right. Yeah, this is a competitor to the Subaru, but I don't know if it's more powerful. I didn't really check that. It's probably less powerful though, than the Subaru. Max speed. It's kind of struggling to reach max speed too, but she does handle and brake really well compared to the other Ford at least. And even the Subaru kind of had trouble. Yeah, honestly, this vehicle's pretty decent. Yeah, look at this, guys. That's what I call a solid vehicle. I mean, yeah, I would buy this, honestly. I mean, if you want to grind, maybe not, but definitely fun. It's actually a fun vehicle to drive. It's the fastest vehicle currently in the competition. Just reached 210 kilometers with it, which is the fastest we've reached yet. The Subaru did 201, and the Scavenger was a bit slower. But this might be the best vehicle. Yeah, yeah. I think the Subaru loses to this one. I mean, it drives really well for an SUV, very agile SUV. Definitely a must buy. The only thing that could be better on that car is probably the power, the acceleration, in my opinion. But yeah, okay. So we're gonna give another chance to the Falcon Scavenger here. We went from the '96 version to the 2003, but judging by the price, maybe there isn't a big difference here. Okay, this one is way more powerful though. Um, XLT, so 240 horsepower. Consumption is much the same. All-wheel drive though, that is a big plus. And miles per hour is slightly different. On the max speed, and yes, I do own this, of course. Why wouldn't I, guys? Oh, so we're gonna get the Falcon Scavenger here. But yeah, I'd say the yellow for the Departure has been the best car currently. Let's see if the newer Falcon Scavenger from 2003 do the job. Okay, so it does seem slightly faster. Oh god, damn. We got cooked by uh Range Rover, I believe. One of the newer cars in the game. So yeah, this car is heavy. Yeah, it's struggling. I mean, it's a family car, so you don't expect the fastest, much the best acceleration or anything. But it is taking a lot of time. Okay, now it's kind of speeding up. I do like the looks on this one though. I will say that. Looks pretty good. Alright, braking. Oh yeah, brakes are way better. It's probably because it's also all-wheel drive, so probably more agile than the ancestor from '96. I mean, I haven't reached the max speed at the moment, which is kind of not very positive. But once she gets to higher speeds, she accelerates faster. I've noticed. Brakes are decent, not great, but decent. Yeah, she's a bit on the heavier side, so I mean, it makes kind of a bit of sense that she does try struggle more on handling, but yeah, this I don't think you would grind with this. I mean, struggles to accelerate. Now it's just reaching max speed, and it's well, yeah, it's one of I think it might be actually the slowest SUV we've tested yet. Even though the horsepower is high, but it's probably because of the weight ratio, I assume. So yeah, this vehicle it does look good. Could be fun for roleplay, but I would not use this to grind if you're lacking the cash or money. Um. You can definitely find better. Though, it's pretty agile off. Oh, yeah. Look at that. The brakes are okay, but not great either. It's a bit chunky, on the chunkier side. Alright. Next vehicle is going to be let's see here. The Falcon Traveler. Yeah, we're exploring all the Ford category from the early 2000s here. Falcon Traveler. It's basically a longer version. Uh, More horsepower, more fuel consumption, and maybe even slower. So we're gonna see here. This is a heavy SUV. We're at 4 tons. So yeah, Traveler. All right, but yeah, I still. Oh, Ford right now is not cooking. Like honestly, like the Subaru is pretty. But yeah, this is more a Ford. Man, I might name this the Ford review, or like because honestly, this is kind of crazy. All right, let's test her out. I do like the model. Yeah, the BMW is gonna lose us. I mean, yeah, it's way chunky. It's even more chunky than the last one we tested, the Scavenger. I think this is supposed to be the uh, what is it called again? Navigation or whatever. I mean, it actually does accelerate quite well, even faster than the Scavenger. Both Scavengers, in my opinion. Honestly, I don't know why, but I like this vehicle. I wouldn't necessarily grind with this, but yeah, yeah, max speed is horrible though. That is really bad. 160 on the max speed, oh my god, and the brake, I mean, that was on me, so I'm not gonna judge that, but yeah, this vehicle could be fun for roleplay, but you do not want to grind with this. I mean, the acceleration isn't too bad for a big vehicle, but of this price range, but it just struggles on the max. Okay, never mind. The acceleration on this is maybe. Yeah, no, yeah. This is definitely not a vehicle you want to buy if you're grinding. Just for roleplay, you would use this. But it's also one of the older cars, so in the game. So yeah, you can't expect much from an SUV, but like these, but I mean, pretty sure that this is the older Cherokee. I mean, wow, it's got a lot of horsepower. 245. It's the same weight as the last vehicle. 126 on miles per hour, which is good. Limited slightly over the 5K mark. So but what limited? No, it doesn't change anything. So Lara though, and it consumes a bit more than the Fords, but it's not too bad. Just looking at the amount of vehicles. So we're gonna see what Jeep has to offer here because we've tested Ford, but they haven't been really on the good side of this rating. Let's see if Jeep can maybe help the rating for American cars. Oh wait, no, Jeep is Jeep. Yeah, Jeep is American, I think. Okay, never mind. Yeah, okay, maybe this is. Oh god, this stupid bro. I swear to God, this stupid train, bro. Anyways, honestly, the car is ugly as hell. The model is horrible, but I will say though, yeah, this car might win it. Oh, okay, brakes are bad. Brakes are really bad. Um, she's a bit. She handles well. She's a slightly agile. I wouldn't say she's super agile, but definitely on the more agile side. She speeds well. She accelerates well. Yeah, okay. The turning and braking. Yeah, that's the thing with this SUV is that I don't know, man. This is maybe. I guess you could grind with this for sure in straight line. And it's not super slow compared to the other SUVs. We're gonna see the max speed in a second here, but 205, pretty good. She accelerates quite fast compared to, okay, she can't turn though. This is a major issue. She struggles on the turning, so you gotta brake like crazy, which is, the brakes aren't great either, so that might lower her rating, but I would grind with this. Is it fun to drive? Not really. I'm like, if you gotta turn, I guess if you took turns slowly like a normal driver, you'd be fine. But if you're trying to drive fast or grind and like even there it took like a big R2 for it to turn. So maybe a solid third or second in this competition, but Jeep didn't take the first spot. Um I think currently the first spot is either the Aki Cowell Maxime, the Falcon Departure, or the Sumo Woodlands. Now we're gonna go to the newer Falcon Departure, which looks so ugly. I've seen this car so many times in real life, and I think it's one of the ugliest cars I've ever seen. Alright, so the Falcon Departure, miles per gallons, okay, probably the highest in this competition yet. Miles per hour is and horsepower is pretty bad too. We're gonna see if the newer Falcon Departure is better than the older one, which, in my opinion, the other one is maybe the best one we've tested yet. So, oh wait, I don't want you. I'm just gonna sell you. Not a bad vehicle from Jeep, but you always can get better. Departure. I think it's this one. Yep. All right. Let's test you out, Falcon Departure. If you're gonna let me in the car, please let me in the car, boys. All right. All right. Those small technical issues here. All right. Okay, so she seems to be handling pretty well. Okay, she's not super ugly, but I don't think, yeah, okay, the turning is, not too good. Ooh, I do like the acceleration though. Yeah, what's her max, but her max speed is probably, wow, slowest SUV though, by far. I mean, that's like 20 kilometers under the rest, but she does handle pretty well. Brakes are really good. Is she fun to drive? Sure. Is she fast to drive? I mean, she does have a high acceleration, but she struggles on the max speed, and that's what really is killing her here. Because honestly, if the speed was higher, she'd be first, in my opinion. Definitely a fun vehicle to drive, though. If you're driving slowly, okay, maybe a bit better. It could be better on the turning, but because it's not the most agile vehicle, but it's not that bad. Like, I do prefer the older one though, which is crazy. The older Escape is better than the newer 2003 one, in my opinion. It doesn't really look good either, so we have fourth place, fifth place. Uh, but yeah, this is definitely a vehicle you could grind with this, but for the price compared to the other SUVs we've tested before, might be a slightly overpriced compared. I mean, especially like the older version of this vehicle is perfect. But if you want to grind, you could use that. Otherwise, to RP with, I'm sure this vehicle would do fine. Family RPs, stuff like that. But yeah, I would not really play with this if I were you guys. But it's not a horrible vehicle. It's just average and slightly overpriced, in my opinion. All right, next one is going to be the Maverick Sailor, which is which looks really similar to the Explorer from um yeah, it looks really similar to the Ford Explorer we just tested, but it's slightly different. So let's see, Sailor. I don't really see difference here. I mean, is this like a copy? Maybe this one drives better, guys. I don't know. Maybe it has a higher max speed. I mean, yeah, it accelerates well, but it drives like the same, pretty much. Feels slightly speedier though, but maybe it's it's exactly it's the same car just with a different look. More luxurious, maybe. It does look better. I'm not gonna lie, but than the other one we tested before, the actual Escape. But I don't know what this brand is, so maybe you guys can tell me in the comments because I have no idea. But yeah, this vehicle is, I mean, it's a copy paste, I guess, of the Escape. Maybe, maybe I'm going crazy here, but it does handle better, I feel like. Slightly better, and it does look better, so I guess buy the rip-off version of the Ford Escape. It's actually better. But the speed and acceleration seem to be the exact same. It's probably the same stats, it's just the appearance that's changing. So yeah, these cars are tight, I guess. But I guess you got to see more footage on the newer the newer Escape. I keep confusing Explorer and Escape. Um, I guess this is good for roleplay. But yeah, the max speed is really not it. I mean, like, you could have a better car for this price, like we've seen before. Even the older version of this is better, so, yep. Older cars can be better sometimes. Alright, so the Maverick Sailor did decent, but I don't think it's a great vehicle. Alright, next, oh, the Maverick Hiker. This looks kind of like an Escalade, so it's on the heavier side. Um, 190 miles per hour, 240 on the horsepower. This looks exactly like the Ford we tested earlier, but slightly different. Maverick Hiker, right. Apparently I own this. I don't know when I bought this, but apparently I did, so. Alright, Maverick Hiker. Let's try her out. It actually seems better than the Ford navigation or whatever we tested earlier, but I mean it's kind of ugly, I'm not gonna lie. It's really ugly. Um it does accelerate decently well, but I wouldn't say it's wow or anything. Okay. Ooh. It wasn't too bad on the brakes. I mean, I was at high speed, so I'll give her that. Um, she does handle pretty well for a heavy SUV though. She looks pretty awful though. Like I'm not gonna lie, this is probably one like the ugliest one I've tested yet. At least in the SUVs. I mean, she actually has decent brakes for her size, but she's not like. I guess you could roleplay with this for sure, but I would not grind with this simply because it doesn't go fast enough. I mean, usually people don't really use SUVs to grind, to be honest. I mean, some do. The the max speed isn't actually too bad though, so that's a thing. But reaching it is more of an issue, so that's for y'all to take. I mean, this is not a bad vehicle, especially for how heavy it is. I'd say compared to the other heavy vehicles we've tested in this category today, I'd say this car is pretty decent. So yeah, I'd say mid of the pack here. Not a bad car though. Like if you want to roleplay and stuff, definitely a buy. If you want to do that, but yeah, I would not buy this. Like if it's not for roleplay reasons, but decent vehicle. So the Mavericks seem better than the Fords, but they seem like exact copies. So which is kind of weird when you think about it. All right, next one. We got two more vehicles left. The Western Wendigo. Now I think I bought this car before. I don't know if I bought the base trim though. This is supposed to be a. I got absolutely no idea. So we're gonna buy the base version, 200 horsepower. She does actually have one of the highest speeds, but she is heavy, rear wheel drive. So this is gonna be interesting. Oh, Western Wendigo. I already own this. Great. So, oh, this might be a Suzuki actually. I'm probably wrong though, but whatever. Western Wendigo. She doesn't look bad. I actually like how she looks though. Oh yeah, this is a Suzuki for sure. Wow. Never mind. We might have a winner here. And wow, the speed is really good. Uh, I mean, I was at high speed, so I won't count that, but she's really agile compared to the other ones. And she's on the heavier side too. She's in the 4,000 pounds. Um, yeah, she accelerates really well. She looks decent. I like the back wheel too with the deer on it. This is like a camping vehicle or like really good for RPs actually. When like oh, there's even the Wendigo. I didn't even notice. That's pretty cool. But yeah, this is perfect for like camping RPs. Gives me kind of that type of vibe. Not really a family car though. I feel like max speed is decent, I guess, but it's not too great. And yeah, okay, it's a rear wheel drive, so she's not gonna be the most stable vehicle on roads. I'd say honestly, this is in the top four maybe of the vehicles. I think this one is a buy. I wouldn't grind with this, but I would definitely use it for roleplay. Or like, going in um higher parts of the map, like the camping sites and stuff. Because fun fact, not all vehicles can actually go up on the mountain or to the watchtower. So that's pretty cool that they implemented that. And finally, the last vehicle is a Honda. This is the Honda Pilot, I believe. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe it's another brand. There's so many copies that you don't really know anymore. I didn't even know there was a sport version of this vehicle. Oh, maybe it's an Acura actually. Yeah, it might be an Acura. So miles per gallon is really good. Horsepower is super good. Pretty heavy though. 7 seats, so you got a capacity, but 112 on the miles per hour, which might be the weakness of this vehicle, but we're gonna see here. But honestly, this one looks pretty good. Let's see here. So 2006. All right, base model. I mean, some of these vehicles would probably be better if I didn't buy the base model, but like they're more expensive than 5K, so I'm not buying those. Anyways, I like the look of it. I'm not gonna lie, I do like the look of it. She's accelerating at decent speeds compared to the other SUVs. I like also the fact that like the two mufflers are like to the right here. Oh, there's even an emergency wheel, I didn't even notice. Okay, max speed is horrible, but wow. Okay, this is enjoyable to drive. Compared to the other SUVs, I can tell you this vehicle handles really well. Brakes are really good, but the max speed is gonna kill it. Yeah, I don't. That's why it's not first. I mean, okay, this is definitely top three or top two. The only issue with this vehicle is the max speed, in my opinion. You could roleplay with this. You could not grind with this. I don't think you would grind with that. Well, it's because of the max speed that you can't grind with it. But it does accelerate pretty quickly compared to the others. Well, not. It's like mid of. Actually, does it? I don't know if it's necessarily faster in acceleration than most, but I think it is. From what I've gotten from driving it. I mean, it handles well, brakes are awesome. Honda is reliable too, so that's a plus. Whatever brand this is. I like this car. So, yeah, let's head to the dealership and find out. And the standings here. Who was the best car? Who had the worst car? But I have a pretty good idea of who is in the last place and who is in the first place. So guys, let's go to the end screen here to conclude this review of the best SUVs under $5,000 in Greenville. So the first vehicle and the best vehicle, in my opinion, out of all of these in this class, and y'all are going to be surprised, but it's the 2003 Falcon Departure, followed by the Maxim here. Then I think I would tie the Western Wendigo and the Chief and the Sumo Woodlands, in my opinion, are tied. So the first spot is shared by the Wendigo, the Chief, and the Woodlands. But the rest is kind of like the other ones are pretty bad, and I wouldn't buy those. For example, the Falcon Departure. I mean, the Apache is definitely a solid fourth, but then like the other ones are pretty much all tied and suck. The worst vehicle, though, I can assure you, is probably the 2003 Scavenger or the 1996 one. I kind the Traveler, it's kind of understandable why it was slower because it was heavier, you know. But yeah, the two Scavengers are really bad. I mean, if you go into Scavengers, I think the newer ones are definitely better. But like this is a crazy vehicle to drive, but it's not like these ones really do suck. So thank you guys for watching. Anyways, this is the review that I have and my judgment on those vehicles. And tell me guys in the comments if you're in agreement with me or if you're not really happy with me. I mean, Ford fans are probably gonna be mad at me, but that's my take on the vehicles I've tested. And yeah, so anyways guys, thank you guys for watching. and hearing me yap, I guess. Like and subscribe for more, and activate the notification bell on the channel to get to see all my new videos when they release. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching, and see y'all in the next one. Bye.